Gary was, like I said, he ended up doing alternative health. That he was running a clinic in Mexico. Then he started a small company, just direct selling, and that was in 1988. And then what really moved him to do that was he was introduced to essential oils by a patient from Switzerland, because here in the Americas, essential oils was kind of forgotten about completely. Yes. And so when he heard about it, it was a real revelation to him, and he was like very excited about it. The more he learned, the more he felt that everybody should have it. So he started going out, doing little meetings, signing people up, very small company. And then he would, anytime he could, he would promote the company by going to like health fairs, seminars and things like that. And so he happened to be down here in Salt Lake City for a health fair, and Mary was there too. She worked for a different company selling also herbal supplements.
Supplements.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And so what happens is she sees him, and she was like the equivalent of a Royal Crown Diamond for this other company.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And so afterwards she talked to him because she was really impressed with what he said. And so she says, I could advise you on how to run your company. And he was looking for investors. And so that was the end of 92. So during 1993, she advised him, and she invested some money into his company. But then at the very start of 94, she writes him this letter. Because when she invested money, she also went up to his offices and she looked how things were being run, went through the documents and stuff like that. And so it led her to write this letter, and this is the actual letter, a copy. It's just it's from 94, and she writes, your products are so good, they've helped me, but your company is so bad. And she says actually your company is so bad it can't be fixed. Oh. And then she describes it as a sinking ship that's irredeemable. That's a quote from that letter. And then she goes, but I have a solution for you. You should dissolve your company and pay off your debts, and I will finance a new company.
New.
And she says, I will be the owner of that company, and I will be making all the financial decisions. You can keep the title of president, and you still be the person out front talking about the products and stuff like that. And it's just and she also gives him a timeline. She says, if you accept this, then we'll have 2 years to make a profit. And if we don't make a profit in 2 years, everything gets sold. And that's it, we'll call it a day. So she proposed that in 94, and we just had our 30th anniversary, which happens to be 30 years from 94. So obviously Gary accepted her proposal. So Mary's always been the owner of this company. She didn't inherit it from Gary when he passed away. She's always owned this company. And then Gary had a proposal for her that same year, and she said yes to that, got married. So that's how the company started, and that's how their relationship started.
Amazing story. Thank you so much.
You bet. Mary actually tells that same story in the first episode of the Drop the podcast. To Jacob. He says, tell me the story of how you met my dad. And that's the story. So she tells that story. So you can hear it in her own words. It's fun. It's a good story. It's a good episode.